Welcome back to the channel, guys. In today's video we are going to be taking these LEDs for the second gen Tacoma and throwing them in. Just a sneak peek here. You can see the one on the left is the original and the one on the right is the LED. A little bit of a close-up, you can tell that the fog light, that's not LED. And just to save any confusion, this is exactly what I ordered for this video. It's going to be the H4 bulb that's going to have a fan on it, and it's going to be the 6K white. And at the bottom there, you can tell I also ordered the adapter that's going to have the anti-flickering benefits. And this is a little bit of a close-up of the adapter unboxed. Has an in and an out, and you can see here the ends. One that you just plug straight in, and the other one that you would plug something straight into. I'll get into that a little bit later. It did come with a nice pair of white gloves and a product manual. And looking at the bulb itself, it actually has a really nice look and feel to it. Of course, it's made with aluminum there, and it has a fan that you can see in the back that's going to be able to keep it cool, so it could run its full 50,000 hours. But before we throw this into the Tacoma, I wanted to give a quick shout out to AUXITO for sending me these light bulbs and the adapters. They are today's video sponsor. They actually were kind enough to give me a referral link. I'll put that in the description below, along with a discount code that's going to give you 15% off any order that you do with the code ZachHollenball. And that's going to be in the description below as well. So you'll have the link and the discount code to get that 15% off. And I have to say, this video came at a perfect time for me. I had one of the bulbs in my truck already out and was needing to replace it. So this will give me the opportunity to replace one of them for you right here. Give you a little bit of a side-by-side, showing you exactly what you can expect. You can see I was looking at the bulb on the other side and then sort of found exactly where that would be here, sort of pointing with it with a flashlight. And just for fun, I tried on the gloves. And up to this point, I was filming by myself. Luckily, my roommate did come home, and he was able to help me out for this video. And as you can see here, I'm taking over filming, and he's squeezing through and taking off this little cap. It's a little rubber piece covering the back of the light bulb. That's going to be the first thing that you need to remove. And that is about the only thing stopping you to get to the light bulb. So once you have it out, just set it to the side, and you can go ahead and start working on pulling the light bulb out. When we actually get this pulled out, you can see that this is going to be a halogen bulb. This is going to come standard for any of the second gen Tacomas. Now, of course, the box says you're going to get 50,000 hours of runtime on the new LED lights. But just in case something does go wrong, I do like to keep the old halogen lights in the box that the new LEDs came in, just so I could have them on hand if something does go out and I do need a light temporarily while I could get a replacement. So you can do what you want when you get those out. I always think it's better to be safe than sorry, so I just have a lot of stuff in my storage. You can sort of see here that we're trying to get this installed and throwing the light back in. We're having a little bit of trouble accessing it and getting it exactly where we need it to be, and that is because of the tight space created by the fluids here. So we are just going to take out 2 screws at the top here, and that's going to let us displace this fluid box just enough to the side so it could be out of the way, giving us a little bit more room. We decided not to take it all the way out because once we moved it to the side a little bit, it gave us enough room to do the install. But if you have that preference, you can take it all the way out if you want to. You can see there we finally have the bulb in. And there's going to be 3 different prongs. 1, 2, 3, 2 on the side, 1 on the top. And you're going to want to have that exactly like that, where there's 2 on the side and then the 1 on the top is at the top. So that's what you're going to want it to look like when it's in place. And there's going to be a clip here that needs to be in place as well. Now that you have the light bulb in its place, everything looks good there. You're going to want to go ahead and get the adapter and everything else set up. Now the adapter has a in and an out port, so it has a female and a male head on the adapters. So whenever you're looking to plug that in, it's going to be relatively easy to find. Now, there wasn't any place for me to hang or to attach the adapter, so you can see here that we just have it dangling for now. Eventually we will find a way to probably mount it to something just so it's not hanging. And when we went to test it, it turns on. So that's always good, being able to have a successful test run there. You can see that that's an LED on the left side here, and on the other side that is just going to be your halogen. And since we took that out, I have a little bit of a close-up for you and a side-by-side of what you're taking out versus what you're putting in. And it's slowly getting darker as I film this, so you can start to see a little bit more of a difference in the lights. You can see that the LED definitely has a much wider, crisper look than the counterpart. And when you replace that bulb, you're actually replacing the high and the low beam. So this is the high beam, and then we're going to go back, look at the low beam, and you can see that's all in one bulb. And I thought that was really cool for the second gen to have the low and the high beam all in one bulb. I know the third gen has that in separate bulbs there. You can see here we have 4 lights on the front of the truck, including the fog lights, and all of those are halogens except for the one right here on the right side. That's the one where I had a light bulb missing, and you can see that we have it, especially with the low beams. There's a lot more light on the right side than the left side of the truck with the LEDs versus those halogens. And cutting back to the installation part of the video, we're going to be doing basically the exact same thing on this side, taking off that plastic cap that's going to be protecting the light bulb. You can see the light bulb actually popped out with it, which sort of just saves us a step. We're just going to pick that up, get that out of the bay, and save those just in case one of the lights go out in the future. So set that to the side. You can see on this side there's a little bit more space than there was on the other side. The battery is there. You could move the battery if you wanted to have a ton of space, but we were able to switch out the full light system without taking the battery or moving the battery bay, so that was convenient there. You can see he's putting that clip on right there onto the prongs, and those prongs are going to be, again, 1, 2, 3, where there's the odd one out is going to be facing straight up. And again, just like the OEMs, this is a H4 bulb. Of course, the OEMs are halogens and these are LEDs, but both of them are just plug and play, and it can fit in the original housing of the Tacoma, so you don't have to worry about having to do any modifications there to make these fit. One of the things I really do like about this product is it has an IP65 waterproof rating. Now this is there just in case there's some rain that leaks in, or if you're going off-road and one of the trails throws a little water up, something in that scenario, you're going to be safe. And the only thing I didn't love was there wasn't a spot to put that adapter pack. Of course, that's a small detail right now, and as you can see, doing the full test, both LED headlights are completely working and functional, so we are good to go. And now that we have both of them fully installed, we're going to go back and test them out once again. You can see here, this is the low beam, and then we're going to switch it back to the high beam, and both of them are working good on both sides. No issues so far. I would say the only problem that I can think of is when I'm looking at it from the outside. You can tell that the top are nice crisp LEDs and my fog lights are halogens, so it doesn't look near as cool. That just means I'm probably going to have to spend a little bit more money just to get that to match, just so it has that really nice look on the front. You can see those LEDs on the top look really good, and then when you look at the bottom at those fog lights, they just look a little bit musty in comparison. So be sure to like and subscribe just to see if I actually do replace those fog lights. I'm expecting I will, but time will tell. If you have any projects where you're looking to replace any lights for the exterior of your car or on the interior of your car, AUXITO has a great website where you can search up your car and find all of the lights that will fit your make and model. You can go to the referral link below to go to their website. That's my personal referral link. And if you use that link, you can also use my discount code. That discount code is going to save you 15% at checkout. That's going to be Zach Hollenball, all capital. I'll leave that in the description and the comments below, so you can also find it there. But that's going to be Zach Hollenball to save 15%. And in the comments below, Be sure to tell me what you want to see in upcoming videos. I always take those into consideration, and I love hearing what y'all have to say. Now, altogether, this took 5 to 10 minutes to do this installation, and it made a really big difference in the end, and they looked absolutely great. You can see here the inside lights are the map lights, and the dome lights also look fantastic. I have a video on my channel. If you missed it, check it out. And here's a little sneak peek of a video I'm working on right now. I plan to drop this video pretty soon, so be sure to subscribe so you don't miss it. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.